It's a silly, goofy episode.
Hi,
We're
I'm
talking
Drew.
about
I'm
Christmas
Harley.
shit,
I'm
so.
Nancy, and
And
we're
we're
the
the
Bound
Bound
in
in
Book
Christmas.
podcast.
It's the holidays.
You can expect a fun
It's
time,
a
some
silly,
curse
goofy
words,
time.
and a lot of
Do
discussion.
either of you
Our
guys
episodes
celebrate
will both
anything
feature
other than
guests
Christmas?
and be
We're not
conversations
very
between the three of
diverse, I
us.
guess,
We
in
do
that
intend to
regard.
stay spoiler
I
free for the
suppose
majority
not.
of our shows. Our guest episodes
Christmas is
will
my least
feature a
favorite
spoiler
holiday,
section towards the end.
actually.
We're here to
Wait,
be an
why?
author, reader,
It's
and industry at large
just doesn't
safe
do
space
much
to discuss
for
books,
me.
opinions, and feelings.
I guess, like, I don't
but we
have
are going
kids.
to keep it positive.
We want
I
listeners
will
to know
say,
that we
though,
are
since
not
moving,
here to
I
bash
really
your
miss
favorite
the
stories or
snow,
authors,
but
but may discuss things we didn't like too.
I
And we hope you join
don't,
our discussion over on social media and
it's never
enjoy
been
the
like a super
episode.
big deal in my family. I'm the only child. I was the only grandchild. So until Josiah and I got together, I didn't really care about it, and he loves Christmas. So we do Christmas stuff together, but
That's funny.
it's not my fave.
I was like always a Christmas kid. Like in middle school, high school, I'd change my ringtone to a Christmas song during the holidays. Like you remember like the ringbacks? Like I'd record, I'd have my recording of like Alien AJ Christmas, and I'd have it on my phone. I'd like record it on my phone so I could use.
Okay,
That's
Alien
how
Age
much
of
I love
Christmas slaps though.
Christmas, right? Alien AJ Christmas is a vibe.
It is. I forgot about ringbacks, and actually, I called my high school best friend. I want to say the other day, but it was probably like 2 months ago. I called her for something, and she still has her ringback tone. She just never got rid of it. It's still there.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
But it's not like a fun song. It's just like the generic do 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 do.
That's okay. That's even more random. What about you, Nancy? Are you a Christmas girl?
Christmas used to be my favorite. Lately, though, it hasn't been as much. It kind of just stresses me out, and that might just be because of the, line of work that I'm in. But it's all just it I don't know. It's a lot. Also, my family's traditions are very, religious based, and I've been, leaving that. So that's also
Okay,
not
that's fair.
a fun aspect for me, but
You have any of your own traditions, or do you and your boyfriend have any traditions together?
not really. I know some of his family's traditions, or one of them at least, which is just really random. I learned it last year. Every year, like, there's someone gives a pickle themed gift. Like, just
That's kind of fun.
last year, his brother's girlfriend crocheted pickles, like a bunch of them, and passed them out.
That's so cute.
That's delightful.
Yeah. I still have the pickle, too.
You should keep
Aw.
it forever. How long is
And
this? Oh, sorry. I was gonna say, how long have his brother and his brother's girlfriend been together?
all I know is since high school, they're 2 years younger than me and my boyfriend. They were like on and off for a while, but collectively, years.
High school relationships will be on and off, though.
Yeah. I don't think they've really been on and off since graduating, so.
Do you and Josiah have any traditions?
We do. Every year we get at least one, but sometimes two if we find a second cute one. A picture frame ornament with the year on it. So we have a picture frame ornament for every single year that we've been together, except one, but we have a full size regular like 4x6 picture frame for that year. So our tree is just like has a bunch of photos on it. It's my
Really cute.
favorite tradition. Yeah.
That's
We
cute.
the first year we were together, we were in Kohl's looking on Black Friday. It was the first Black Friday I ever went to, was the first year we were together. And we were in Kohl's because Kohl's was the only place that would give me a credit card. because they had no money and no credit. And they've got all kinds of like really cute holiday stuff. And so we were back there and we saw cute little picture frames, and the frame was the perfect size for like my Instax Polaroid camera. So every year we take a little Polaroid picture for the frame to put it up the next year.
Cute. That's
Yeah.
adorable.
It is very cute. Thank you. It's my favorite thing. I told him soon we've got like probably close to a dozen ornaments because we've been together. This is our 9th Christmas together. So,
Aw.
or 10th Christmas. I don't know. Hang on. I gotta count. 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10th. This is our 10th Christmas together. So I think we've got like 12 or 13 ornaments because we've got a couple that are just for the dogs. And then like we bought one the year we bought the house. And yeah, it's fun.
That's so cute, especially for someone who doesn't really like Christmas.
Listen, that's my only favorite part. And
Yeah.
doing whatever like my local Christmas tree lighting or like whatever the local like town holiday outing is, I like to do those. But
Oh
that's
my
more
god, it's
because I
giving
like
it's giving Hallmark Christmas movie.
I like to support small businesses, and that is the time when they're out. I don't know if where well in Vegas they don't, but Nancy, I don't know if where you live they have like town squares. Um which like if you're listening and you don't know what it is, it's literally like in the very middle of the square is typically like some kind of city building, a courthouse, city hall, whatever, and then it's a block around that that's in the shape of a square, and then on the outside of that block is just like small businesses. Typically it's like very walkable. There's usually all kinds of like cute small local businesses, stuff like that. So that's typically where those things are held. There's a lot of the times there's like a parade, but like anytime our town or like the couple other small towns that are close by do like we have like lavender festivals and like wiener dog festivals and German beer festivals, so stuff like that. Those are the things I like to go to because I like to go in and support the small businesses and spend money on stupid shit. It's fun. What about you, Jude?
So there's actually well, in terms of traditions, I don't know, not necessarily these days, especially because I'm not always home for the holidays. Like this is the first time I'm home for the holidays in I don't even know, years. Because I could never come during college because I was always working some stupid retail job that wouldn't give me the time off.
Mm.
And then after college was COVID. And so yeah, this is actually the first time I've been back home for Christmas in a while.
This is just a reminder of how much older I am than you guys.
Wait, when did you graduate college?
2016.
Oh my God, that's the year after I graduated high school.
Why the fuck did I
You're
think
not,
that we were the same age?
you're not, well, you're not like that much older than me. Now that, like, I feel like past college it doesn't really make as big of a difference.
No, it doesn't. It just when you say stuff like that, or when like Nancy will be like, we'll make a comment about like COVID being like, I think she said it was her senior year right after she graduated from high school. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, well, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
back to knitting now.
But I don't know. I guess like I just always like to bake during Christmas time, like bake cookies.
Baking is
Um,
a lot of fun.
that's probably like one big thing that we do. My dad's really trying to get me to go to church on Christmas Eve, which we used to always do when I was younger. Um, if you guys don't already know, I am atheist, so I'm like, I'm not gonna go to church. But he's like, no, all of the family friends will be there, so I'm probably gonna go to church. So that's our traditions, I guess.
I actually, when we were in Northern Nevada, the Christmas service because we did like regularly go to church when we were there. We just never looked for a church here and found one here. Um, the church that we went to, their Christmas services were actually like the most fun because they would do a 7 a.m., 9 a.m., and like 6 p.m. They were fun.
I don't think I've ever had fun at a church.
If you don't mind me asking, what denomination is your family?
They're Protestant.
Okay, I can see why that wouldn't have been fun.
Why? What is your what
It
denomination
was
is
a
yours?
non-denominational church. So there, and it was
Oh,
like
okay, okay.
a lot of it was um like there was a lot of teenagers, there's a lot of really young families, so people in their 20s and 30s and a handful in their 40s, and
Okay.
then there's a lot of music. So that was fun, but um we had a really like tight knit like Bible study group, which it sounds so weird to like, I don't know, talk about this because I don't really talk a lot at all about church and the fun stuff that we got to do when we were with them. But we had a very like tight knit small Bible study group. There was like, and it was all couples, and I think Josiah and I were the only one didn't have any kids. So, but it was like 5 other couples, so we were pretty tight knit. So it was just really nice to have that kind of community and to look forward to being able to like spend time together.
Cute.
Mm.
That's definitely like my parents and like grandparents were always really tight knit with the church people, so that's why my dad's like, go so like everyone can see you. So like every time I go to church, like everyone knows me and I'm like, hi. It's been a lot of years. I've gotten 10 more tattoos since you last saw me. Hello. My hair is pink now. No, but they're not like that type of religious people. They're gonna be like this bitch with her pink hair and her tattoos. Like they would never. But it's just
Well, that's good.
funny. It's just funny. On to books.
What are you reading, Nancy?
So I started, I think it was earlier this week or the end of last week, I started listening to The Lost God. I don't remember what chapter I'm on, but
Pause.
I
Is
did
this your
start it.
first read?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
Okay, I just want to see your reactions is the reason why I was asking.
Oh, makes sense.
Well,
But-
quick pause. This is going to be potential spoilers for the Lost God series by Sheila Masterson. Nancy, where are you in the book?
I just got to chapter 13. It's been a few days since I listened.
Are they on the Gauntlet run yet?
Yeah, they're on it, and Xander showed
They're on
up
it.
already.
Okay, very good.
Oh, okay, okay.
And I can see why people are team why choose.
100%. So,
Okay, right?
Nancy, so this is a reread for me. Doing the audio is a reread for me.
Mm-hmm.
In the moment, okay, well, first of all, in the first fucking chapter, I just sobbed my eyes out because I missed them. I was so excited. But when Xander shows up as Xander for the first time at the Moonlight Pool or whatever you want to call it, I had to pause what I was doing and I cried. I was so happy to see him.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
I sent Sheila embarrassing voice notes because I missed them.
Yeah, but I'm definitely having a lot of fun.
That's cute.
Excellent. I'm so happy to hear that.
You should keep us updated in our server. It's fairly quiet in here, and I want to
True.
see your reactions.
Speaking of your reactions, not to go like on a tangent, we said we were going to talk about your Throne of Glass update.
That's true. I mean, I put it on hold so that I could listen to The Lost God since I'm probably doing that through audio too. I actually need to check if my library has Throne of Glass on audio. But I did finish The Assassin's Blade. I did cry, despite already knowing who dies.
Okay, I have a question. Who told you who died, or how did you know that?
It was just like I'd scrolled past a spoiler on Instagram, probably.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, I knew, but it was going into the main series without doing Assassin's Blade. Like, they tell you, like, the first page of Throne of Glass, they talk about that death. So I was like, oh, well, this is obviously someone important. But I didn't know when I started Throne of Glass that Assassin's Blade was a prequel set of novellas.
Mm.
I thought it was supposed to be read after Crown of Midnight. So,
Mhm.
and then I got there and I was like, well, I just want to know what happens next. So I just didn't read it. And then someone told me that we get that, all of those stories like on the page. I was like, I'm not doing it. Can't do it. No, thank you. Goodbye. And Drew's so mad at me
I
about
do
it.
feel like too with Assassin's Blade. No, you need to read. When you do you can start from the beginning as God intended.
I will.
But
I
I feel
told
like
you
with
I would.
Assassin's Blade, obviously we know SJM started the series when she was like in her teens, and you can just tell that the writing is significantly different in Assassin's Blade versus Crown of Midnight. So I do feel like if you had went back, you would have been like, "What the fuck is this?" Like it kind of just is a different vibe altogether.
So, like, I think for myself, because when I went on my Throne of Glass journey, I was not yet in my, like, trust my reader friends if they say that it's going to be good. Like, just finish the book if they say it's going to be good, even if it's a rough start. I would have DNF'd it probably. Because there are some moments later in the series where we get references to, oh, this is how I acted when this was going on, and that tells me, okay, that's how she acted in Assassin's Blade. And I'm like, I'd have just thought she was a bitch and probably DNF'd it. Like a spoiled, petulant bitch and DNF'd it. But now, because I'm so invested in the series, I'll probably just breeze right through it.
Yeah, I think you'd enjoy it. You'd cry.
Well, yeah, that's kind of a given. I think actually
Yeah.
only a handful of books have made me like sad cry, and most of Sheila's are the books. But there was a couple moments in Air of Fire that really got me, which is number 3 or 4 of the regular series. It comes after Crown of Midnight. And then there was a lot of moments in Silver Flame that fucking got me good, and in Crescent City. But outside of SJM's books, it's literally like Sheila's and Nicole's, and like that's it. That have got me sad crying. Happy crying is different, but sad crying, like that's it.
Oh, I can't relate. I cry so easily with books.
Scourge gave me a panic attack though, so that kind of counts, right?
Yeah, totally.
I had a trauma response to Scourged.
Wait, what are you reading right now, Harley?
Oh my god, I'm so glad you asked. You're gonna be so excited. I am 95% of the way through Night of Masks and Knives, which is the Four Broken Kingdoms book.
Oh my god, yes.
You were not kidding about just like inhaling
What's
that.
happening at that point?
I'll tell you.
They're short.
Case
They're like
and
300
Malin.
pages.
Yeah. Case and Malin just went to the masquerade deal.
I don't know. I
Okay.
need my notebook, which I don't have with me.
I'll text you about it so I don't spoil anything for Nancy. And I'm also about a quarter of the way into Blood and Brujas by Michaela Hornado. Have a great time with that as well. That recommendation
I
came
still
from
need to read
Jenny.
that one too.
Yeah, I'm buddy reading it with Garrett, and we're only a quarter of the way through. So if you want to Zoom, you can join us.
Oh, I'm actually back in fantasy. Hello, friends. Welcome. Or welcome. You should
Yeah,
be
welcome back,
to me.
Drew. Yeah, welcome.
Thanks. Thanks. Oh my god. I'm reading I'm reading The Kingmaker Chronicles by Amanda Bouchette. I think that's how you say her last name. I'm on the second
I've
book, Breath of Fire, and it's so fucking good.
I've heard good things.
It's so good. It's so fast paced. Like, it's exactly what I need right now because I wanted to get back into fantasy. Like, contemporary was just starting to bore me, but I wasn't ready to go full, like, Brando Sando world building, chapters and chapters of world building. So this was like the perfect book to just get me back, or series, I guess, to just like get me back into fantasy. It's a little bit Greek mythology based, so I thought of you immediately, Nancy. I was like, oh, Nancy, my Greek mythology babe, she would love this. No Loki mentions though,
Norse mythology,
but
but I like Greek
is that
mythology
Norse?
too.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Do I just know what the fuck?
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
I like both, so it's okay.
It's not shocking to me that there would be no Loki mentions in Greek mythology.
See, I don't really, they're all Greek, Norse, Roman, whatever. They all fill the same spot in my brain.
To be fair, Greek and Roman are like Romans kind of yoinked a lot of the Greek mythology and just renamed it.
Yeah, they're two sides of the same coin.
They didn't even rename Apollo.
Okay, good, because those two in particular, I don't.
Yeah, those two are like there's definitely some differences, but there's a lot of overlap.
hmm
Oh, thank God. Okay, cool. Because I thought they were the same thing for a long time.
That's okay. No one would be mad at you for thinking that, except for maybe the Greeks and the Romans.
Well, they're all dead probably by now, so it's fine.
Greece is an existing country, so
No, like the old school guys.
there are in
No,
fact
Harley,
there
I'm gonna
are in
cut.
fact Greek people around still.
I'm gonna say there's also Romans around.
Yeah, I was gonna say Rome also exists still.
Have you read any Christmas books recently?
I read a contemporary romance that's a Christmas book.
Oh my God, she's in contemporary land.
I was literally just one because one of the gals in my book club said her cousin wrote it. So I was like, we gotta support the girlies, so I read it. I loved it. It was very cute. I'm looking for the name of it right now. It's called The Christmas List by Marin Moore. And it's like a little novella. It's very cute. It's a small town, single dad, second chance situation.
Oh,
There's like a
that's
polar bear plunge
perfect.
and a snowman contest.
That's so Hallmark.
Yeah, it was. It was which all the Christmas honestly all like remind me of like the exact same thing. They're like always small town everything. What's the other one that I read? It's on the Christmas Tree Farm. Love Light Farms. I've read that.
I think I've seen that one floating around.
Tay loves it, so probably.
What did I?
What's what?
I read no, I was thinking I read one recently by Chelsea Curdo, who's going to be our author corner today. But she just came out with a Christmas book called Dashing All the Way, and it's so funny. It's about this girl who runs a half marathon around Christmas time because her ex-boyfriend said she couldn't, so she was like, "Fuck you, I'm gonna do it." And then at the end of the marathon, she gets a little woozy, and like the paramedic that like helps her is really hot. And it turns out it's her ex-boyfriend's dad, and they fall in love, and it's adorable.
That's cute. I'm not like a daddy. Hey, she's gonna be in Vegas in October next year. If you want to go see
Next
her.
October, I might not be in Vegas in October.
Oh, okay. Well, I tried.
I do want to see her. I know I've been on her website. I would like to see her. I like all of her books, which we'll talk about a little later.
She's cute. Sorry, now I'm being a creep. I'm like looking at her website and I'm like, oh, she's adorable.
I love her website. It's so stinking cute.
It's very it really just gives contemporary romance author in the best way.
Yeah. Yeah, like she's the type of contemporary romance I'm looking for when I feel like reading contemporary romance.
That's like such a compliment too. I'm very selective about the cowboy romance. I'll read my friend's cowboy romance, and that's it. I just struggle to suspend
I feel
my disbelief.
like you're like romance.
Yeah, correct. So I was actually talking to my friend Lydia about this, and her husband is also a ranch manager. For those who aren't frequent listeners, maybe that was Josiah's previous profession. Before that, he was a ranch hand, and he grew up on hunting ranches and cattle ranches and farms and stuff like that his entire life. So, like, correct, Drew. um, my friend Lydia though is married to a ranch manager, and she's like, I cannot read a cowboy romance. She's like, first of all, her love story with her husband is like 10 times better than anything anyone's going to put in a book. But she's like, just the inaccuracies. And like, it just like romanticizes it so much, which like that's the point. She's like, but it's too close to my real life and it's too romanticized. Like, it's just,
Oh.
like, I can't suspend the disbelief for that.
Yeah, no, that makes a ton of sense. Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, the info, and she comes from a ranching family too. So she's like,
That makes
here's
a
the
lot
deal.
of sense.
I'm the best ranch hand he's ever gonna like have. So a lot of her involves working if no one else is available or he needs an extra hand or whatever. And that doesn't it's not romantic. 99.9% of the time spent working on a ranch or cowboying or whatever is like probably the most unromantic thing that you can imagine. Like, it's hot, sticky, sweaty, dirty. There's like cow shit everywhere, or horse shit everywhere, or your machinery's breaking down. Not sexy at all. So to like, it can be really, really hard to suspend your belief or disbelief when you're like, this is literally my fucking life. Like, is this fucking play about us? Like, it can be really hard to suspend your disbelief those things. So like, if I'm reading a cowboy romance, it's likely because the author is my friend and I'm supporting my friend. If that makes sense.
I see. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Nancy, have you maybe not even recently, but in general?
I don't remember the last Christmas book I read actually. My childhood favorite series, the first book ends on Christmas morning, so I count that as a Christmas book, but it's like not even the focus of
Is that Artemis Fowl?
yeah.
Okay.
Like it's not like Christmassy, like it's the focus of the book, but it ends on Christmas morning, and it's like, so I'm like, it counts as a Christmas story to me.
Do you also think The Fast and the Furious is a Christmas movie?
I haven't watched that, so
The majority of the movie takes place.
Die Hard?
Oh, am I just confused? That's embarrassing.
I really don't know anything about Fast and Furious, but I know Die Hard is the
Yeah,
one that people
that's
are
No,
like,
Bessie, I think you're right.
it's a
I'm just
Christmas
stupid.
movie because it happens
I
on
haven't watched that one either, but
Okay, we'll leave in both of our stupid moments then, I guess. It'll be just a stupid girl episode.
Any boys listening to this that aren't Kyle, no, you didn't.
No, you
The only
didn't.
boy allowed to
Okay,
listen
speaking
to
of
Kyle.
boys, I just remembered another. I recently read The Nightmare Before Christmas by Sarah Rosh, and it's a love story between Kringle's son, his hot son, and the Halloween prince, who's also hot.
Fun.
And it was so cute, so fun. My one qualm, Sarah, I'm so sorry. I loved your book. but my one comment, she didn't use the word dick once.
Did she use cock?
She didn't use dick. She didn't use cock. Nope, she didn't.
What word did she use?
And she was real skillful about avoiding a lot of words. Let me just say, it was probably like even though there were some spicy scenes, it was probably like 2 chili peppers. Like, it was fun, right? She would say things like, I want to listen to the audiobook. No, that's okay. I think she would use terms like, I felt him against me, like that, like very beating
Okay.
around the bush.
Oh, okay.
See that
I felt him
working.
in my hands.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You
Yeah.
see?
So
But like I wanted a little bit
Drew's
more
like,
than the
say
other
dick,
one.
say cock. I love it when characters say cock. So
Yeah. What else are we reading for, girls?
that's what the girlies want.
Give the girls what we want.
Cock.
Thanks. I'm in my childhood home. I really can't be yelling that around
Do you
here.
not have headphones in?
No, I do, but the walls are thin.
Sorry. I'll whisper.
No, you don't have to whisper. I just have to
Okay.
whisper.
You
yell it.
right now.
No, it's okay. It's going off the rails.
I'm gonna wind us back on. I'm gonna take us back to the rail. You said neither of you have read Quicksilver.
Yeah, I haven't.
Correct.
Okay, there is first of all, I do not understand like the gets. I think it is so fun and it is so there's like a character who the main male or the main female slept with, but it's not our main male character. It's just kind of like a side character who gets brought into the fold and you're just like, what the fuck is going on here? But he's so funny and he's like, yeah, like he basically there's one, yeah, I like girls who are just like a little bit mean to me. They've got like hard edges or whatever. And he pauses, kind of makes my dick hard. And the way that I fucking laughed when I read that, I was dead.
I love that so much.
That book is so funny. And like the very first, the main male character and the main female character, when she makes some comment about like, I don't remember the exact context, but she makes some mention of like his dick for some reason. And he was like, well, if you were actually working and like mentioning my like some like thirsty bitch or something like that, and I was like 10 out of 10. I love it. Is so fucking funny.
Oh my god. Wait, is it a series or is it a
It's a
standalone?
series. I think it's a duology, but book 2 is not out yet.
Oh, I might just wait then.
Yeah, maybe you should, because it was indie and then it got picked up in the trad version like just released like a couple days ago.
Oh. Oh wow, I didn't realize it happened that quickly.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Because the book 2 was supposed to come out, but I think it delayed. That's why it delayed. So I think we're getting it next year sometime.
I see.
But it is very funny. We didn't really talk hardly at all about Christmas. Do you guys have any fun Christmas plans? Drew, you're in Hawaii.
I am. Well, there's a Christmas craft fair this weekend.
That sounds fun.
I might go to. And then also fun, I feel like this is like the most Hawaii thing I could ever say. My stepmom's friend invited us, me and my sister, not my younger sister, my age sister, to this bikini party on Sunday. So that's not very Christmassy, but I guess I'm gonna go do
That
that
sounds
too.
fun.
Yeah, it does sound like it sounds like a lot of fun. Um, I don't know, I'll probably go. There's this one street in Oahu where they put up all these decorations, like huge decorations. There's they like decorate like the palm trees and everything, and it's really pretty. So I feel like we'll probably drive down and just go look at that because we usually go and do that. Um, yeah, just all around town it gets really festive. So
Oh, that's fun.
that's probably
That's
what we'll be
awesome.
doing. Yeah.
We've got when we're recording, tomorrow's Friday the 13th. So Josiah and I are gonna go do tattoo, I think. And then
Awesome.
Saturday, the town like 10 minutes away doing their like sip and stroll Christmas thing. So we're gonna go do that probably all afternoon.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then we don't have any other fun Christmas stuff coming up. We're just gonna hang out.
Let's see. So my brother has another Christmas concert tomorrow. He had one yesterday for band, and then tomorrow he's got his high school has a program called Talented Music. And so he's got that concert tomorrow. And then my sister's band Christmas concert was supposed to be this past Tuesday, but it got moved because it was like raining really bad, which I've gone to school when there is like a hurricane warning. So I don't know why they chickened out over a bit of rain,
Yeah.
but
Nancy.
they moved her concert to Monday, so I've got that. And then my brother and sister-in-law are coming to visit at some point. I don't know when yet. I don't know if they know when yet. Just I know they'll be here for Christmas. And I'm trying to think if we have any other plans. My family and my boyfriend's family tends to spring things on me a little last minute. So I'm like, I don't know right now. As of right now, I think that's mostly everything. Also, two of my brothers have like birthdays this month as well. So I've got that. One of them is Christmas Eve.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Oh, fun.
geez. Oh, poor
Yeah.
baby. Does he
No, he does
only
get
the
he does get
the
two
one present?
presents. The only like exception is if it's like a really pricey gift, and then they'll do it as both.
Okay. That's fair.
I was like, as a summer baby, if it's really pricey, my parents will be like, "Happy birthday and Merry Christmas."
Yeah, my
is what
parents
you're
do that
saying.
for all of us. Like,
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Actually, that's so
Yeah.
true.
You know who else has a birthday that's coming up like 3 days after this comes out?
Who?
Jenny.
Oh my God, that's right. She's December baby. How could I forget?
The 23rd. And I think Penn's is sometime this month too. I don't know when. She's very private about her birthday.
hmm
Happy birthday, Penn.
and Jenny.
And Jenny.
Happy belated birthday to Jackie.
Yeah, I was like, and Jackie, because we didn't wish her happy birthday.
I feel like there's someone, I swear there's someone else in December we're missing.
Xander, it's today.
Oh, that's right. Sandy boy.
Yeah. All right. Is there anything else we want to share about before we hop into our author corner?
Not that I can think of.
All right, Drew, take us away.
Okay. So the author in our author corner for today is Chelsea Curdo, who we spoke about a little bit earlier. She does have a website, authorchelseacurdo.com, and she's a romance author who loves love stories. Her books will make you laugh, swoon, and blush, and she's always going to feature strong women and men who are down bad for their other halves. So she has a few series out. The two main ones are the Love Through a Lens series and the DC Stars series. And if you guys are frequent listeners, you know that I've been on a hockey binge. So I did find her through the DC Stars series, which is about, you guessed it, hockey. And it's actually so cool. So she has 2 books out in this series. The first book is the female main character is on the same hockey team as the male main character, and she's like the first female hockey player in the NHL. It's so cool. Like she's a badass. Um Chelsea really, I feel like, writes about women dealing with working in a male dominated field like in a really amazing way, and I love the way she writes her female characters. And she did also write that Christmas book I was talking about, Dashing All the Way. It's just a fun little standalone, but I'm gonna read you guys the synopsis for the first book in the DC Stars series, called Face Off. Emerson "Emmy" Hartwell has waited for a spot on an NHL roster since she became a professional hockey player, and this season she'll finally get a chance to showcase her talents with the struggling DC Stars. Maverick Miller is the best player in the league, but he's never had a winning record. Team captain and desperate to turn things around, he agrees to play nice with the fiery new left winger even though they're total opposites. After a night where the tension between them reaches a tipping point and they fall in bed together, Emmy and Maverick vow it was only one time. Just once to get it out of their systems so they can play better and help their team. It doesn't mean anything. She doesn't date hockey players. He's a notorious playboy who doesn't date, period. Except what should have been just once happens again, then again. They tell each other their friends with benefits arrangement is only for the season, but despite facing off on the ice, behind closed doors, the pair is nothing but fire. I love this book. 10 out of 10 would recommend. You can also find Chelsea on Instagram at author Chelsea Curto, and I believe on TikTok, same at author Chelsea Curto. And that's it.
I am excited to. Are her books on KU?
Yeah, they are. They're all on Kindle Unlimited.
Perfect. I don't know if you know, but I'm Kindle Unlimited subscriber. I finally
Good.
did it.
I'm glad. We're all happy to have you here.
Great, thanks. So I've been just binging things on KU for the last
Well, please let me know if you read this
however
one.
many days. I will. For the last 14 days. Signed up 2 weeks ago and I've read like 6 books already.
See, it's good bang for your buck.
It is. I also got my first 3 months for 99 cents. So it's definitely a good bang for my buck right now.
Oh, I love that. What a deal.
Yeah, that was their Black Friday deal. So I said, great, I'll sign right up. So, okay, well, if there's nothing else, then we'll say goodnight and stop being weird today.
Thanks for hanging out with us today, guys. Follow us on Instagram at Bound and Booked Podcast. My personal Instagram is at Undercover Faye.
You can find me over at HJK Reads. That's my initials. It's a fun time over there.
And you can find me at Nancy Reads and Writes on Instagram as well.
Thanks for reading with us, motherfuckers. Bye.
Bye.
I am